Okay, we are ready for another message. Actually, I had to start over, but we pulled the ready card, and then I decided to read the word where Jesus says to be prepared. And he mentions the word being prepared like 10 different times, but somebody here is ready and prepared. Preparation, prompt, and arrangement. I don't know what you're ready for, but it's very wise to be prepared for anything. I just got a job. Yay! And, well, I haven't showered yet today, but I'm gonna get ready real soon. Been hired as a personal assistant for a gal in the rich part of town. And I've mentioned this yesterday, but it's like I applied a month ago and she just now responded. She's like, can you come like right away? And I was like, it would have been so nice to have solidified that a month ago, but anyways, we're ready to go to work, or we will be. Somebody's ready for something. Okay, so where are we gonna go from here? At the bottom, at the bottom we have, actually I was shuffling, so it doesn't really matter. It said stubbornness. Okay, so let's see. I know it's a little dim in here. Let me see if I can open the window 1 second. Or the blinds. Because the sun was glaring, but now that there's so much cloud coverage. Here we are. Okay. So what's the message? We are ready. What are we preparing for? Justice and the truth. Within connection, within self, within the divine. Let's get some tarot. Ace of Cups. Prepared for something you love. Preparing for, it's like, just in case love is real. Just in case God is real. Just in case your highest potential is real. Let's be prepared. Somebody's been preparing for serious love. It doesn't have to be with a lover. But when you cultivate yourself as somebody who's prepared for a lover, you become that love yourself. You become that which you want. You magnetize that which you are. Somebody is ready for love in some situation. Maybe pursuing work that you love. Two of Wands. Again, preparing. Lots of preparing. I always thought this chick was in a wheelchair, but she's on the ground sitting next to her bike. It's so deceiving. Somebody is making plans, arranging things. Ready. What are you ready for? A visitor? Okay. Making plans for love. Making plans for the Holy Spirit to what's the word? The Wheel of Fortune. Prepared for a fortune. I've been listening to videos about the way money may or may be able to corrupt somebody. Those who have never managed wealth and the obstacles that can come about. You know, like if you have any sort of addiction, it's gonna be a fucked up thing. Like, cause then you can just, you know, let's not do that. Four of Cups is rejection. Let's not come into wealth with any addictions. We want to prepare ourselves for wealth by, well, I wish I could just relay the message. It was so insightful. Somebody here is ready for wealth, perhaps. The Wheel of Fortune, preparing for wealth. It's a thing. Somebody that might just win the lottery, I guess, like, I forget, it was a big percentage, like 90% of people that win the lottery end up going broke within 5 years, or some ridiculous percentage. Because if you just step into it and you haven't prepared for wealth, you'll often lose it. So there's a big mental block when it comes to being able to feel worthy. It's like, well, I can't accept that much wealth, and so self-sabotage. You end up giving it away or spending it not wisely because you have this mental block that you're not worthy, or that you don't want it if everybody else can't have it. So we have to get over those stigmas of it's like many chosen, let's say, the children of God, they think it's got some sort of, and it does. It has some nasty origins, but if we can flip our perspective into recognizing that it's a tool, and that when we come into wealth prepared, with the right mindset, we will not flounder or fumble. We will utilize the opportunity for the greater good of everybody. For me, I'll be able to buy my babes tickets to come to the podcast, and I'll be able to invest in systems that need upgrading and such. So we have to switch our mind frame about wealth if we want to ever come into it blessed. Somebody's ready. Somebody's loving this shit. Unprepared. That's too many. Blessed. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Sorry about the lighting. I guess it's just a little shadow on my face. Go like this. Okay, so what is this? Ace of Cups. Somebody's ready for. Planning. Ready for fortune. How else do we plan for a fortune? Health of the mind, body, and spirit. Somebody that's taking care of their vessel is going to have more strength to, in the mind, the clarity of the mind to be, focus on the responsibilities of just little details. The Seven of Pentacles. This is someone who's willing to put in the work for the long haul, reevaluating a situation that's not, it's like reevaluating the way you apply the love. It's like, I don't know, maybe somebody I don't know, what is this? Somebody's planning for an adjustment of how they love planning. Ooh, the Strength. Wow. Instant winner here. Somebody is going to succeed when it comes to this plan. There's there's the courage, epic courage here, a transformation, a shift, for perhaps a community, even your lineage, or the way I know, um, to even start to think or watch videos about wealth, to get your mind ready, to just even think that there's a possibility that you need to prepare. That's this pure courage to even consider this possibility. Somebody here is so strong and planning for, well, some sort of fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, please. What is this Wheel of Fortune? Oh, Five of Pentacles. Okay. So, somebody who is going through a shift with somebody here is Five of Pentacles is like restriction, being being in a state of shift, like it's really tight. But wealthy people, it's so bizarre. They are so, I mean, it seems like I've encountered several wealthy people. They're so, conservative, or they restrict their sources of income, or they're just really good at managing. The Five of Pentacles can I'm sorry, I gotta show this. It can represent being left out in the cold. So if you have come from the bottom where you were left out, it's like you will always, if you build with a solid foundation, you'll always be able to climb back up because you've been at the bottom. So you might even come into wealth and not even look like it. To the outsider, you might look broke because you're not your typical wealthy person. But little do they know, you have been prepared. And anyways, I can't, I'm having trouble putting that into words. But somebody who, it's like, starting from scratch allows you to have a foundation where you can always remember where you came from, let's say, and rebuild if you ever have to, and to not fear about taking risks with your money or investments, because you'll just rebuild. Three of Swords. I wasn't really going to re-clarify, but I don't know how else to put this. Somebody's gonna feel some type of way about this, because you're not. You're gonna feel great. But the fact that, people want to keep you small and get brokenhearted when you succeed, I'll never understand this energy. Actually, I have fleeting thoughts of, let's say, do I dare say, the deadly sin of envy. But it's just very fleeting. It's like, it's just a reflection of where I'm not quite yet. And so I'm like, it's like, You know, because there's a few influencers. There's this one of the best readers. Well, not necessarily the best, but she gets like 50,000 views in the first few hours that her videos posted. I think it's Tara Well Told, I think. I'm not sure. But I'm like, 50,000 views a day on just one video. It was like, you know, instantly made me feel like just shit. Isn't that the most bizarre feeling? It's like something about other people succeeding in the way you wish you could. It's fucking weird. So I had to shift out of that real quick because that energy is useful. I mean, useful. That energy is useless. To sit and wish you could be in their position. It's like, well, she must have put in some type of work that, you know, I just got started a year ago. So, like, come on. Anyways, Queen of Swords at the bottom. This is somebody who's looking at something with critical eyes, black and white, just the facts, ready to break a heart with wealth. I don't know. Alright, let's just get one more. How about one of these? For my babes preparing for wealth. Blessed. Even if it's years away, because I'm pretty sure mine's years away, you gotta prepare. Or, like, what? We gotta open our mind to the possibilities, my beautiful babes. And not just hope, you know? Community. I was gonna mention, it doesn't have to be monetary wealth. It could be a wealth of community and resources. Inner peace at the bottom. A wealth of inner peace. I know some of my babes are like, I don't care about money. And yo, excuse me, I never did either. But when we have a vision that's bigger than ourselves, and the money is a tool to assist that vision, we have to prepare for wealth. And the community is we're going to empower a whole community, or a community of just a wealthy amount of people are going to empower you in this endeavor. Somebody's ready, somebody's loving it, somebody's reevaluating the whole mindset with an immaculate amount of courage, because you know, you're magnetizing people that are knowledgeable about wealth or successful, and you can pick their brain. And if God is as lovely as we all believe him to be, he will allow people to empower you and help you rise above limiting mindsets. So I guess I'm gonna leave it right there. I love you guys so much. What a beautiful reading. I hope that helped. Until next time.